If you can hear me, give me a thumbs up. Okay, guys, I'm giving you examples of what you should be doing. I model it so you can do it. So let's go ahead and talk about it. Why more accidents happen up north? This can be in Michigan. This can be in Minnesota. This can be in Iowa. We're in the Midwest region. There's snow, there's ice, there's rain. So the short answer is it's not just snow, okay? Up north has more deer. Some of you should have mentioned that, okay? More moose. There are moose in these areas. We're in the Midwest. There's more crashes during the fall and early winter, okay? While cities actually see a spike in summer accidents due to more traffic. So we talked about that. All of you are up north. I'm down in the metro area. You have more people traveling up north. You guys told me this. All the hotels, all the beautiful spots, all the fishing spots. For middle-aged drivers, the data shows you're actually the most crash prone. I'm more crash prone. Your dad is more crash prone. I'm more crash prone. You are not crash prone, but you are dangerous. Why? You don't have experience. And I know you don't want to hear that, but we're going to use data. And I'm going to show you my sources in the end. And do me a favor, please put your data source in. Okay? Your data source should be the curriculum, but use a source. Good teachers and instructors use scholarly sources. I'm using a scholarly source. Let's talk about this. So don't let the experience make you overconfident. Some of you will be overconfident. You're going to be done in 3 weeks. You're going to be done next week. You're going to be done in the middle of the summer. You're overconfident. You've never driven to the city. You've never driven to Minnesota. You've never driven to Wisconsin. You're going to be overconfident, speed, and get a ticket. Okay? So let's break it down by real crash data. The north versus the city. I gave you an example. Some of you could have talked about this. Urban, Michigan, Detroit, Grand Rapids. This could be Des Moines, Iowa. This could be Minneapolis, Minnesota. This could be Chicago, Illinois, Naperville, any of those smaller cities. Okay, but UP, especially the Upper Peninsula, has a higher crash rate due to animals, long, dark winters, and dangerous highways. So I see Elizabeth writing down some facts. You guys should be filling this in. But you should also have your own body of data, right? Remember, I'm an educator. I'm priming your mental brain. Okay, when this is over, we're going to schedule drives. So we want to just have a beautiful class. So here's the raw data, okay? I'm using data. Total annual crashes. In a year, there are 1,700, anywhere from 1,400 to 1,700 crashes in the Upper Peninsula. In the city, it's much more. It's higher density. There are more people, okay? Peak crash months. November, there were 172 crashes, and I used crash data from 2024. July and August, there's summer traffic. I'm sorry, July and August. That's your peak traffic. You're going to have more crashes. People are going to run lights. They see a bear. They see a deer. They don't see the light. They hit grandma. They hit grandpa. You get what I'm saying? Unique hazards. We don't have moose down here in this area. We might. We have deer down here. We have black ice down here because I'm in the city. We have more pedestrians. We have more intersections, period. You don't have that. But because you don't have that, if I'm from the city and I drive up north, I'm going to think there's no one around. I'm going to go 100 miles an hour. I'm going to go 60 to 50 because I don't see anyone, and then there's someone walking. Okay? I'm giving you real examples. So your reports need to be like on point, but don't copy my stuff. Develop your own. Okay? Let's keep moving. Winter crash causes. Speeding. I talked about this. Speeding for conditions, 80% of plus winter crashes are because people are speeding. Snow removal issues. Here in the city, we have hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of plow trucks, salt trucks. Okay? We're in the city. We demand it. You're up north. You have a lower population density. I have a higher population density. If you don't understand that, talk to your social studies teacher. I'm a social studies teacher. Real facts. November has been the worst month for crashes in the UP for 5 years straight. I'm not making this up. I'm pulling data. Peaking in 227 crashes in 2022. This is not random. It's hunting season. Some of you haven't mentioned this. Deer migration. The first serious snowfall hits. You're going to have more accidents. Let's keep going. The moose factor is a unique crash hazard. We have moose in that area. There's moose in Minnesota. Moose are huge animals. 60 moose killed in vehicle crashes over the past 4 years, 2022 to 2025. Peak moose crash months are September, with 21% of crashes. June now, 19%. And October is 12%. Hotspots. It's telling you where your hotspots are. US 41, US 141, M95 in the Western UP. Guys, you're going to see moose. Time of day. Most moose crashes happen between 9 p.m. and midnight. Guys, if you're driving, you're going to see a moose if you're in this area. If I'm driving in the city, we're not going to see a moose. We might see deer. We might see a coyote. We're going to see more stray dogs. If you're understanding what I'm saying, give this a thumbs up. I should see all people thumbs up. Okay, let's eat. What does this mean? Why does this matter? A moose weighs 1,000 pounds. When you hit one at 55 or 65, the windshield gets crushed in the cabin. The moose are dark brown. Their eyes don't reflect headlights, unlike deer. So you could be going along, doing great. You just hit a moose. You're like, oh my God, did I hit a brick wall? And your windshield collapses. You have a moose inside your car. Okay? No human deaths from mooses crash yet, but the DNR warns it's always a risk. Some of you need to talk about the DNR. If you don't know what the DNR is, you need to look it up. Fun but terrifying facts. Early moose warnings has pictures of moose. They get stolen too often. So now let's talk about moose crossings. Winter versus summer, which is worse? Up north, November, February. Harsh winters. This is in Michigan. This can be in Wisconsin. This can be in Minnesota. This can be in Chicago, Illinois. Okay, this can be upwards of parts of Canada too. Okay, we won't forget Nova Scotia. I got a good sense of humor. Please listen. So the harshest winters in these areas, the longest seasons, the most snow, the worst ice. Most winter crashes, drivers are going too fast. You are going too fast. I'm going too fast. Your mom is going too fast. The school bus is going too fast. Okay? Not tires, not four-wheel drive. So some of you are going to say, I have four-wheel drive, I'm safe. No, you're not. Okay? I'm staying on track on time too. Cities, salt trucks handle roads faster. Up north, salt trucks stay icy longer. So you're more prone to crash up north. We're less prone to crash down here because we have more salt trucks. Okay? Data from 2024 UP crash report. November had 172 crashes, the highest month. In February, they had 102. So early winter is worse than winter because drivers aren't adjusted yet. You guys are learning to drive in the summer. This should take you into the winter, but you don't have winter driving experience. This is not winter class. This is summer. You're more vulnerable. You're going to go faster. You're going to go into the ditch. You have narrow roads. We have wider roads. Summer up north, June to August. Why is it dangerous? There are more people. One of you need to talk about people. Tourists, people from downstate and out of state who don't know the roads. They're going to hit you. They're going to hit grandma. They're going to hit you on your scooter because they don't know the roads. Moose are active. June is the second worst time for moose crashes. Some of you are going to hit a moose. I don't want to see that. Deer are year-round hazards. They're deer in all counties, but summer has the most deer on the roads. Some of you have not talked about deer. I'm giving you examples. City versus winter. Summer versus winter. Cities have more summer crashes because people are flying. Yow. I got a good sense of humor. That's why you love me. They're flying. The Hellcats, Trackhawks, Mustangs, Jeeps, they are flying. Cities have fewer winter crashes because the roads are cleared faster. More street lights, fewer animals. So I'm giving you data. I'm not making this up. Bottom line, up north is a winter trap for locals who get overconfident. All of you going to be overconfident. You're young drivers. I come up north, I'm chilled. I'm not crashing my whip. I'm not getting a ticket from an officer in Pruitonville. Really? No, never that. I'm not, because I'm not dumb enough to speed through one of those little towns. Think about that. You're going to speed through and you're going to get a big ticket. Well, the speed limit is 25. You're going 60. You're about to get arrested because you're going double the speed limit. I'm speaking facts, my babies. Okay, let's keep going. Age breakdown. You think because you're young, you're vulnerable? You are more vulnerable. 16 to 21. More crashes due to inexperience with heavy traffic and distractions. You're going to be on your phone. You're going to make a TikTok. You're going to look out the window and take a picture. You just crashed into a salt truck. Up north, fewer total crashes, but higher severity because you are speeding. Okay? Key risk, winter driving skills. New drivers haven't learned black ice recovery. So don't tell me, well, I'm going to have black ice recovery. You know what black ice is? Because you haven't driven on it yet. Because it's scary. My drivers haven't driven on it yet either. Middle age, this is your parents. Here's the shocker. A 5-year study of UP crashes stats found that most winter crashes involve drivers 41 and older, not teens. Because middle-aged drivers maybe are overconfident. They go too fast. They're not paying attention. I got this. I'm running late. You're going to speed. You're a young beginning driver. You're scared. You're going to go 10 under the limit, which is a hazard. Your mom or dad, they're going to go 10 over the limit. 1, overconfident. I've driven these roads for 30 years. You're going to go too fast and crash into a just. Where's Uncle John? He needs a tow truck. He's in the ditch. He does this every winter. 2, slower reflexes. As you get older, your reflexes drop. Facts. 3, more miles. Middle-aged drivers commute with more teens. Your mom is driving you to school because you're scared to make a left turn. Your dad is picking you up because you're scared to make a right turn. Your grandma's picking you up because there's a new roundabout in town. Real quote from Michigan OHSP director, it doesn't matter how long you've been driving or what vehicle you drive. Slow down is the key to avoiding weather-related crashes. Surprising fact, men and women are equally likely to crash in UP winter weather, so no one blaming bad women drivers. There are men who are male chauvinists. Women are terrible drivers. No. Men are more aggressive. No, it says so. You can't blame bad women drivers or aggressive men drivers. Both of you will crash. If you're learning something, give this a thumbs up. Give me a thumbs up. Aiden, if you learned something, give me a thumbs up. Elizabeth, you learned something, give me a thumbs up. Peyton, you learned something, give me a thumbs up. Hey, okay. Alyssa, if you learned something, give me a thumbs up. Okay, guys, I'm going to be asking you this in a minute. Okay, let's keep going. Quick reference, crash data by season and age. 16 to 20, okay, that's your group. Up north, winter driving, less confident, drive slower, that's you. 41 to 65, overconfident, drives too fast, more crashes. Both of your age groups are dangerous. Up north, summer, more crashes, inexperience with the moose and deer at dusk. You're gonna crash. Middle age, 41 to 65, moderate crashes. You know there are moose there. You know there are deer there. But you're going to gamble. If I don't see a moose, I'm driving fast. City, winter driving, my area. Fewer crashes, parents drive with them. I'm in the city. If you're in the city, your mom and dad are driving with you. If you're up north, honey, go to the local store. It's 5 miles away. It's on back roads. Okay? Moderate crashes, middle age. More commuter crashes. People, they are flying on 94. They're flying on 75. They are flying. If we go up north and fly on your road, we're going to the ditch. Okay? City driving, more crashes, they're distracted. Late nights, more driving. You guys have moderate crashes. You're just driving to go to school or go to a football game or go work at the volunteer dog club. Okay, the data shows that middle-aged drivers up north, you're the dangerous group. New drivers, you're actually surviving better up north because you're careful. You're going to drive slower, Elizabeth, because you're scared of the roads. Elizabeth, if you were down in the metro area, girl, you are pushing. Yo, Yo, you're going fast because everyone's going fast. Unless it's like, man, I want to come down north. If I go up north, I'm like, I'm lost. Where's my hotel? Oh my God, there's a moose. There are 10 deer. You're like, that guy is not from here. He's a loco. He's driving 10. You can tell. Okay, let's keep going. Survivor tips. November is the most dangerous month. Hunting season. Deer move, plus first snow. Like you're on ice. Even if the road looks clear, it's black ice. Number 2, between 9 p.m. and midnight is moose o'clock. Moose o'clock. Avoid late night driving, but you're not going to listen. You're going to go get a pizza. City drivers visiting up north. Yes, your city tires all season are not enough. Winter tires or you'll crash. Data shows most UP winter crashes of out-of-town plates. Okay? You're up north. Man, someone's speeding around the back corner. They just went in the ditch. Let me call the tow truck. Because where you live is a dangerous turn, a dangerous curve. People out of town always crash. Middle-aged drivers, you're statistically the most likely to crash up north because speed, not snow. I'm late to go see my second uncle, my great uncle. I better go. Dad, you're going too fast. Okay. Moose don't reflect light. Use high beams when you can and slow down when you see a moose crossing. Final verdict. More accidents happen up north in the wintertime. I gave you data. I gave you statistics. But cities have more accidents in the summer. It's obvious. The real danger for up north is November, deer plus first snow. In September, June, it's moose. If you're a middle-aged driver, the data says you're more likely to crash up north. Swallow your pride, slow down. If you're younger, drive slower. Okay? Be a smart driver, not a statistic. Sources: Michigan Traffic Crash Facts, 2022-2024 UP statewide report. Michigan DNR Moose collision. I said most collision. Michigan Office of Highway Safety Planning winter driving statistics. I gave you a scholarly report. I gave my sources. Type in what you learned. Type in takeaway and what did you learn. Type in 2 sentences. Type in 2 sentences. Please and thank you. Type in takeaway, takeaway. I gave a good report. I'm expecting yours to be like mine or better. Thank you. Subscribe. Bye.